Good evening. We'll call the meeting to order for Charlestown Redevelopment Commission meeting for November 6, 2024. Please rise and join me in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Do a roll call vote. Benita Pate is absent. Bobby Brooks.
Here.
John Spencer.
Here.
Chuck Deaton.
Here.
Derek Combs is also present. We do have a quorum. Moving on to the minutes, you're provided a copy of the minutes from our October 1st, 2024 meeting. As per a motion to approve minutes.
I make that motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further questions or discussion? No further discussion. I'll ask for a vote to approve. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Moving on to the Short Street demolition bid opening.
Okay. It looks like the bids for the Short Street demo project were due to the clerk treasurer's office at 4 o'clock today. By 4, looks like we have 9 bids. So I'm going to open these, read the bid amount aloud, and then ask you to take them under advisement so that the engineers can look at it and the attorneys can look at the bids and make sure everything's okay. If that's okay with the commission. All right, here we go. The first one is from Complete Demolition Services out of Louisville, Kentucky. Sorry, just want to make sure that I've got it. Okay. So, Complete Demolition Services, lump sum bid price is $52,000. It's 52000.00. Thank you. The next bid is from Temple and Temple Excavating and Paving from Salem, Indiana. And their lump sum bid price is $146,320. It's 146,320.00. Thank you. She had you use the knife. I don't know if I trust myself today. Good shot. The next bid is from PAF Construction out of Columbus, Indiana. And their lump sum bid price is $174,920. It's 174,920.00. If anyone needs me to repeat any of that, just let me know. The next bid is from Riley's Excavating from Georgetown, Indiana. Their lump sum bid price is $186,250. It's 186,250.00. The next bid is from Lawyer Excavation, Inc. from Seymour, Indiana. Their lump sum bid is $153,100. It's 153,100.00. The next bid is from Dan Christiani Excavating, Inc., out of Charlestown, Indiana. Their lump sum bid price is $117,348, 117,348.00. The next bid is from Wooldridge Construction Group from Memphis, Indiana. Their bid is $79,168. It's 79168.00. Next one is G&G Excavating and Demolition.
Where are they from, Jill?
I don't know yet, but I will tell you in a second. It was not on their envelope. Yes, from Henryville. G&G Excavating and Demolition from Henryville. The lump sum bid is $118,500. It's 118,500.00. And the last one is from Clark Nichols, Inc., from Charlestown, Indiana. This one's gonna go with a knife there. Clark Nichols' lump sum bid price is $58,000, 58000.00. And that is all of the bids. And if the commission would like to do so, you should take those under advisement. I think our schedule is that we would like to award this, if everything checks out, we would like to award the contract at the latest at your December commission meeting.
Sounds good. Do we need to take a vote on that? Take it under?
I make a motion that we take these bids under advisement.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? No further discussion. Ask for a vote to approve. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Thank
you
you.
coming tonight.
Thank you.
Did you write those numbers down?
Here you go.
And the engineer, I know, will prepare a bid tabulation and we'll send it out to everybody as well, so that they have it once they've reviewed everything.
Thank you, Jill. That concludes the bid opening. Moving on to the claims. Everyone's provided a copy of the claims for the previous month. Ask for a motion to approve the claims.
Make a motion.
Motion by Chuck Deaton, is there a second?
I second.
Second from Bobby. Is there any further discussion? Ask for a vote to approve. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes Is there anyone signed up for public comment? No one for public comment. Moving on to the consultant report. Wheatley Group.
I've just go over a couple of things in the report for you that I sent out. One of those is to make sure everybody got to see the quarterly update from Denton Floyd on Forest Edge that was attached to the packet that I sent out. They are going to send me those on a quarterly basis. I know they have to prepare those for a variety of reasons, so they're going to just shoot those out to me probably on a calendar quarterly basis. So, Greenway Park Bank stabilization, so that reached substantial completion in September, and I believe that the live plantings, there was a little bit of money left over in that they're going to do some live plantings as opposed to a fence at the top, just to try to keep people as much as possible from deciding to jump in or fall off. And we've got another visioning session for the Short Street, redevelopment of Short Street property set for November 12th, which is next week. That we're going to go over what Taylor Seeker Williams heard from our first session. We're going to bring back some things. We'll talk through those and then give them some direction on next steps for the redevelopment of that. Also, we had talked about the Highway 62 lift station, that there might be some action that redevelopment might need to take to help the financing of that project. At this time, there's nothing to present to you. I know the city is going to be talking with Indiana Finance Authority about some, how we might be able to use some funding that's available for the wastewater treatment plant. But until we get that resolved, then there's really nothing to present to the commission as far as backing any bonds or anything like that. So I mentioned that at the last meeting, so I wanted to let you know that that's kind of where we are. It might very well come up again, but it won't for sure until next month. And the rest of what's in my report, if you have any questions, I know there's a couple of things that we are on the agenda that were in my report as well, so I'll cover those when we get to them.
Okay.
Do you have any questions or?
As always, thank you for that comprehensive report. It's great to be able to review that before we come in.
It's nice to be able to work on so many things, so.
Thank you, Jill. There's no old business, so moving on to new business. We have an amendment on the Madison Street Design Agreement. Wheatley Group.
The reason for this amendment is that as part of the development agreement, we're working on Madison Street. As you know, Green Alley is also connected to, or connectivity to the new development at Forest Edge is in need of some love and care as well. So in looking at that and trying to provide an appropriate amount of connectivity to downtown Charlestown from the new development, we looked at sidewalks there as well. We don't have, I'll just be very general about it, we don't have enough information to determine where and if we can put sidewalks along Green Alley, if there's the appropriate amount of right-of-way. We need some more investigation, some more surveying, and since HMB is doing that for Madison Street, we've asked them to provide, and they did an amendment to do surveying and property research, boundary lines, all of those things, because it's really tight there, and we just want to see what we can do to make those improvements. There's a small amount of urgency with it in that the city is intending to apply for community crossings in January. And Green Alley itself, as Madison Street is part of the city's inventory and is eligible for that community crossings program. The sidewalks, since they don't exist now, would not be eligible for that, but at least would save the commission, some money if we could get a 75% grant for that. So that's a little bit of the urgency in getting HMB started on the Green Alley as well.
So we're just approving the increase in this amount?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
For those services.
Yeah. I'll make a motion that we approve the amendment to the agreement for engineering services.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Ask for a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The last thing I have is the expenditure plan, or annual spending plan that's required to be uploaded by December 1st. As we discussed at some previous meetings, there's not a lot of detail that was given as to how and what format that needed to be provided in, so you could go as general as we plan to spend according to our redevelopment plan with no dollar amounts, to very detailed, how we're gonna spend money. I think we went somewhere in the middle. When we do your cash flow projections, we break it into the 4 categories that were broken down in the spending plan. And so that's what's before you now. I guess there's 3 categories. The 4th category is revenue in my head there. We don't have to put that in, it's just expenditures. So professional services, the debt obligations that you have now, and then operations or projects. Not knowing the amendment process, there is in statute that you can amend it, and not knowing what that process is, we tried to be very vague and probably overstated what our operations, projects, expenditures would be, just to make sure that we covered everything. So,
Do we need action on this?
yes. Please.
You need to vote on that?
Ask for a
Yes,
motion.
please.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. We have a second.
I second.
A second by Bobby. Is there any further discussion? No further discussion. I'll ask for a vote to approve. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
I will forward that on to the mayor and to the city council. And the city council is always copied on all of your packets, but I'll make a formal presentation or submission to both bodies, just so that they have it. That's part of the statute as well.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. If there's no further discussion, ask for an adjournment.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion to adjourn. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Thank you all.
Thanks, Joe, appreciate it.
Jill, we'll say another if it wasn't